Hello and welcome back to your Slap C programming tutorials. So far we have learned a couple of interesting things. We have written a Hello World program. We're way past that. We have taken input from users. We have displayed input. We have done arithmetic operations on input values. Alright, so now we're going to go into something nice, something called statements, if, else, and probably switch statements. Okay. So what are if-else statements? Let's do those first. Now they're basically conditional statements which try to impose a particular action based on a particular condition. As simple as it is, let's kick off with a skeleton. Save our file as if-else. Alright. That's it. Okay. So just imagine that you are told that you have to eat, alright, but you can only eat if you have money. So if you have money, buy food, else go home. Alright, probably that. If you have money, you buy food from the refectory or wherever you're supposed to buy food from, else you go to the house. So it's basically it. It's basically English implemented with code. So we're going to try it, but we're going to try using numbers. Okay, so I'm just going to initialize a variable a, and I'll tell I'll initialize the variable and give it a value. I'll give it a value 30. Okay, and I'll give an if statement. If, okay, please note the syntax. If a is less than 15, if a is greater than 15, what happens next? Printf, let's print out the value of a. Alright, so if a is greater than 15, print out the value of a. So if we save this, build it up, and we run, it's going to print out a equals 30. Why? Because actually a is greater than 15. So let's use the else statement. The else statement now comes as such. Else, now with the else, you don't need to do any of that stuff. Else printf a is less than 15. Alright, so let's try to execute the else statement, and it's only going to make sense if we actually have a being less than 15. So let's save that, build and run. So it has to print a is less than 15 because our value for a is 10. Okay, now if we realize you have this warning unreachable code, okay, why do we have that? Let's analyze. Alright, because a actually isn't greater than 15. So the if else statement is really good when you want to probably do some certain things based on some certain things, okay, and you don't know the anonymity is really not clear. Okay, so for example, you probably want to calculate the square root of a number, and the user is the one supposed to input a number, and let's say the user inputs a number like 4. You're going to tell him the square root is 2, 9, 3, 16, 4. But what if the user enters 15? Okay, so this is probably where you want to use the if else statement. It's really cool, it's really nice to use, it's really easy to use, like the syntax is mwah. So you're probably going to say, okay, if the number is not a perfect square, please re-input number. If the number is a perfect square, calculate the square root. Alright, that's an if it's a perfect square, calculate the square root, else re-input the number. So it's basically this. You have your if, alright, you have your condition. The condition that's supposed to hold, and and in between here you have the expression. That's it, and it's the same thing with the else. Okay, no, okay, with the else it's just like, it's like saying not if. Okay, it's like saying if that one above doesn't hold, that's just basically the else. So it's not as cool as the if. That is really important too. Alright, so that's the if else statement, and I'm going to show you something else called the else if statement. Okay, the else if statement. So if I probably want to print the value if it is 10, and I will say else if a is equal to 10, printf a equal percentage d. Alright. Save that, build that. Okay, so I'm not even going to sweat it. It's always good to have errors, because when you have errors, you're going to see where you messed up. Okay, you're going to see where you made a mistake. So we're going to just take the first one. Okay, it has unrecognized statement right here. That's the first thing. Secondly, it has expected a semicolon but found an if statement. Okay, so we need to have a semicolon there. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to take all of this out. Okay, I'm going to build, and here where we have a warning for the unreachable code. I don't know why it should give me this unreachable code. Actually, it's probably because it recognizes that this statement here actually cannot hold. Yeah, so what should it print out? A equals 10 because of the else if statement. Alright, then what if you have to add the else statement all over again? And let's do that. Now yes, unreachable code again. And I really think it's because of the fact that it has examined and doesn't hold. I really hope I'm right. Alright, so that's the if statement, the else statement, and along the line I will show you how you can use it in various ways. Alright, now let's take another set of statements called the switch statement. Alright, switch bish. Alright, so we're going to initialize our variable called b. Yes, we're going to prompt the user to input an even number. Okay, input an even number. So with the switch statement is basically like the if else statement, but it's saying that you can have multiple ways of inputting something. Okay, for example, input an even number. There are an infinite number of even numbers. Okay, there's an infinite number, so we don't know which one is going to be, so we want to have a certain criteria for each of them. So just so you don't get scared thinking I'm going to write 100 even numbers, input an even number, or input a single digit even number. Alright, so I got this. What I'm going to do is actually write out the syntax. So it's switch, and in here you have the name of the variable which you're trying to switch values between. Okay, so you have switch b, and what we do, we have what they call cases. Okay, so we have case, different case values. All right, so let's start off with something. All right, So it's going to be really you really have to focus here and concentrate, else you are going to lose it. Okay, so with the switch statement, it's practically for numbers. Okay, you do what you call cases. So if we're saying case 1, we're saying the case where the user inputs 1. Okay, so if I'm saying case 1, meaning that the user has inputted 1, case 10 means that the user has inputted 10. Okay, so but we're dealing with even numbers, and we don't want case 1, we don't want case 3, we don't want case 5 or 7 or 9. So we want to start from probably case 0. Alright, so with each case I'm going to do a print f, okay, because I want to print that yes, this is an even number. Alright, so I'm just going to copy out this line, and I'm going to paste it for 2, 4, 6, and 8. Alright, so all I have to do now is to edit. Alright, so this is what we want, but I'll show you something now. So if we build this and we run it, and the program prompts for a number and I have 0, it prints yes, this number is even, but it prints it every single time, and that is not what I want. That is really not what I want. And but the compiler is just following what your code says. So between every switch statement, every case in the switch statement, we initialize what we call a break statement, saying that okay, it's time to take a rest. Alright, so if you actually read any of these values, stop reading any other value that comes after it. That is what it's saying. It's like saying go into a class and get me a boy. Now probably in the class they tell you the criteria for getting a boy. They tell you to start from the first column and count all the people on towards the wall. Okay, all of the people towards the wall. So if you keep going towards the wall, you see a girl, a girl, a girl, a girl. The moment you see a boy, you stop there, you take the boy out of the class and you bring the boy. That's simply it. Alright, so with the switch statement, you need break statement between each case. Break statements between each case, saying that once you arrive at, once you've seen what you're looking for, you call it quit. Okay, you stop. So I'm going to run this, and probably if I take a number like if I take 0 as I took before, it's going to give me yes, this number is 7, and it's going to print it out just one time. Okay, so I'm sorry, but I don't need this. I don't need that. You can put it there. I just really don't need that. Okay, it doesn't matter the number, it's just going to print it at one time because of the break statement. Now probably some of you smarty pants out there are asking, what if I put in a number like 90? Okay, it prints out press any key to continue. Alright, so we want to have the availability of a situation whereby if a user doesn't input a correct integer or a number in the correct format, or a character in the correct format, we tell the user that hey, go back and check what I told you, because you're practically going nuts. Okay, so we have what we call a default statement, and a default statement is basically what you tell the user when he decides to go off topic. So a default statement, I'll probably put wrong input. So when we started coding at our institution, sometimes we'll just do crazy stuff. Who practically just insult the user. I'm not saying you should insult your mates, but sometimes they'll be like, input a number and you input your name, and we're like, you idiot. Not us insulting you face to face, but we tell our program to do that, our code to do that. It was really fun and stupid. So if you input a number like 3, which is an odd number, it tells you wrong input. Now if you input an even number like 28, it's still not going to be available because all of the cases have single digits and it's 02468. So a double digit would definitely be out of the case, and the numbers 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9 are definitely out of the equation. So with that being said, you have learned the if, else, if and the else with the switch statements, and I believe you guys are ready to do a little building. Alright, you're probably going to build a calculator on your next tutorial, so I'd really urge you to take a drink and join me in the next tutorials. Alright, just join me in the next tutorials, you're gonna love it. Thanks very much. Slap out.